And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe?
That looks like a sexy lady. It's a Tweety! Come on, be a happy, be a broad, be a broad! No, it's a dude! Oh well, at least it's a good dude. Oh, one of the best in the business, man! Glenn the man Cereal! He's the Helio! The Helio-Dillio, you dig? See, what is this music? Shut up! Thank you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys something, man. Look, this here, Glenn Cereals, he's the Captain Antonio. You know what I'm saying? While it was just before they announced who it was, I thought it was a bride. I was all happy. Because, I'd be pimping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was Glenn. That's cool. I can handle that. He's a good dude. Anyway, hello! And welcome to the news now, Voodoo! Yes, I am the captain and the king. And who else is here? This Hezokuai always does this thing, so let me try and take over. And just, ow! What are you doing, you butthole? Let go of me, man! I'm gonna smack you upside the head, you... What? What are you doing with that hammerhead? No!
That kid. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. So glad to be here today to see all you wonderful people, including number one, which was Highway Star. All right. By the way, Highway, from you and Tiny yesterday, I got your birthday greetings. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. What a weekend. We'll get into it. All right, we got Highway Stars number one. Who was number two? It was Terry Barnes. Well, good morning. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely, positively. We got Terry Barnes. We got Highway Star. We got David E. Persons with his dad joke of the morning. Let's see what he has to say. After the Frauditor criticized his girlfriend's weight, how did she get rid of 180 pounds of flab fast? She broke up with him. That's right. Let's see what else we got here. David E. Persons, Terry Barnes, the Lessonators in the house. What's up? Paul Cohen came in and said, "Yo, my peeps, you hood? Is my wire wrapped around my weird thing?" That was weird. Okay. Highway Star, David E. Persons, Paul Cohen, Society Reds in the house. We got Donna Ray in the house. What's up? Terry Barnes, Highway Star, Donna Ray, Terry Barnes. Who else is here today? Oh, look, we got $2 from Donna Ray. Good morning, all. Happy Monday. Thank you so much. Happy Monday to you. Here's your happy dance. Wait, that ain't it. All right. Yes, I got my bouncy chair. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this chair. Oh, I'm so glad I bought it. Sirloin, good morning. What's up? Tea. And it is Monday. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Billy Yank, what's up? Good morning. And look at this. We got another $2 from David E. Persons. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Now go Zap News now, Voodoo. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Oh, man. That definitely is a birthday present for Hezokuai. He gets to zap me. But that ain't a present for me. No, I don't like that at all. Wait a minute. Let's pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Ow, ow, I was here. Ow, I was don't taste me, bro. Don't taste me. That's funny. Where's my button?
There you go. Happy birthday. Yes, thank you, Paul. Yes, I'm a whopping 52 years old now. Let's see. And then that gets us caught up, right? Yeah. Sirloin, Billy Yank, DVD, Santa Ray, Highway Star. Yep. All right. So, how was your birthday weekend? It was something. Well, what was cool is that yesterday all the kids were here for a little while, so that was cool. I always love seeing them, you know. I feel kind of bad. I know sometimes she watches, so I kind of hope she's watching now. I kind of feel bad because my mom kept trying to call me and talk to me, and I did talk to her yesterday, Hezo mom. But with the kids, and we had pizza, and we had cake, and it was a big thing. And plus, my son's birthday was the 9th, so it was sort of a combination of like his birthday and my birthday. So it was like all kinds of craziness going on. So I really didn't have a lot of time to, talk on the phone. But we did. We had cake. We had ice cream cake, strawberry ice cream cake, and then it was actually 2 layers. Like the top layer was like a strawberry, cheesecake, and then the bottom layer was vanilla ice cream. It was actually really good. We still got a little bit left, and we ordered a pizza, and we had a big old pizza pie, and I gave my son his presents, and of course, the kids, just their presence at my house on my birthday made me happy. So I was glad to see them all, and we spent the whole day and all night just hanging out. A lot of fun. We ended up like we always do movie night. We watch movies, and I got to pick the movie, and I picked The Last Starfighter because I wanted to watch something that I could watch with the little guy. Like we always watch like real movies, but like, well, not that kids' movies aren't real movies, but like adult, themed movies, and the little guy, he's always in the other room. But like I wanted to watch a movie with him, like the whole family sit and watch a movie together. So we watched The Last Starfighter, and it was cool. It was cool. I mean, if you've seen that movie, you might know what I'm talking about. Like, it's definitely appropriate for kids, but at the same time, it's got its own thing going on. It's really cool. We had fun. It was a good time. I got this chair I'm sitting on right now. I got the new chair, which is really good. But I also got, what I did was because I've been sleeping on a like a memory foam mattress, I guess it is, on the floor, which has been kind of uncomfortable. But I bought a cot from Amazon. I actually got 2. I got one from Amazon and one from Walmart. The Walmart one is garbage. It's already broken. I've only had it for 2 days and it's already broken. But the one I got from Amazon is good. It's solid. I've been sleeping on it every night, and it's very comfortable. And during movie time yesterday, we were actually sitting on that, watching the movie, and since you could prop your back up with it, But what I decided I'm going to do is like, it would be cheaper for me to buy like a couple of those and lay them flat, and then put the memory foam pads that I already have on top of them and have that be my bed, it would be cheaper to do that than actually buy a bed frame. So I might end up just doing that. Nightmares Adventures is here. What's up? Anyway, we had a lot of fun yesterday. A lot of fun. It was a dual birthday party between me and my son, and then my brother's birthday is tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious me. Anyway, I want to thank all you guys because I did get some emails with some warm birthday greetings from you guys, so I appreciate that very much. And then, like I said, of course, Hezo Mom, if you're watching, I appreciate everything that you've been doing for me, and wanted to talk to you yesterday, but again, I had all the kids here all day, and it was just nuts. I didn't have time to talk on the phone, but I'm glad that you called. Thank you, I appreciate that. And that's that. So now getting on with the show. Bum, ba-da-da, bum, 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 boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time to get on with the show. Hey, all right. We're going to start today with something a little bit different. It's been a while. Well, no, you know what? Forget that. Because over the weekend, I was so busy I didn't watch any videos. So I kind of got lost to where I'm at. There he is. King Stu 2000 says, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all he is. All right, King Stu, welcome to the show. All right. I'm glad I didn't miss that one. All right. And now back to the video. I didn't even start it yet. We're going to start the day with NCR. Why not? NCR News Network. This is a crazy man threatens cop and family over a traffic stop. I don't know if this guy's, I didn't watch the video. I don't know if this guy's a frauditor. He might just be an idiot. So, dumb is dumb though, right? Let's watch an idiot being stupid. Threatens a cop's family over a traffic stop. Well, let's hope this is a good one. I haven't watched it yet. Let's hope it's good. All right, NCR News Network, everyone. Let's go.
Hi, folks. Today I have for us some body cam footage of a traffic stop that goes from simple to what the hell in a matter of seconds. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. Episode 20 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Washington at 12:30.
How's it going? How are you? I'm Deputy Riley with the Sheriff's Office.
I know you are.
I'm sorry?
I know you are.
You know who I am?
Yes.
How do you know who I am?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm stopping you for passing and a no passing. Was there any reason for that?
The guy cut me off.
Did that guy cut you off?
Yes. I avoided an accident
So where did he cut you off at?
right before I seen you.
On a straight road.
Yes.
Did he pull in front of you?
Yes.
Where did he come out from?
I don't know where he came out from. He cut me off, and I had to go out the other lane
Okay.
to avoid an accident.
Yeah.
Why must you turn my office into a house of lies?
I didn't see that. How much have you had to drink?
None.
None?
None.
Not that big Bud Light right there?
That's been sitting there since last night.
Okay. How much have you had to drink today?
None.
Okay.
Regardless if you drink from that tall boy today or not, it's still an open container in the state of Florida, meaning they have the right to actually pull you out of the car, search your vehicle, and have you do DUI testing due to the suspicion that you may have been drinking with that tall boy open in your vehicle. Now, we're about to see this take a drastic turn, so viewer discretion is advised.
My rental agreement right here.
Okay, perfect. Why don't you step out of the car, come back to my car. We'll talk back in my car. Step out of the car.
First, see that.
Okay, I got it. Let's step out of the car. We'll go back and talk in my car.
Okay.
You don't have any weapons on here or anything?
No.
You mind just lifting your shirt up? Not like that. That's perfect. Come on back here.
Here, I'll take my pants off.
Nope. I don't.
Scoutmaster Cap.
I want you to take your pants off.
I don't have no weapons.
That's fantastic, sir. I did not ask you to do that. Come back to my car.
You asked me to show you.
Go over there. I just want to make sure you didn't have anything in your waistband, sir.
Well, obviously I don't.
Well, I appreciate it, but I obviously don't need you to pull your pants down here on the side of the highway. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
What's the deal?
I can smell a heavy odor of alcohol coming from you when you talk. So the odor of the alcoholic beverage, not alcohol itself.
From last night.
Okay. Your eyes are bloodshot, glassy.
From last night.
Okay. Your eyes are bloodshot and glassy.
Yes, sir.
You're slurring your words.
No, I'm not.
You are 100%.
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to ask.
Okay.
Would you be willing to participate in some voluntary field sobriety exercises?
I would not.
Okay, you don't want to...
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
Why would...
Why?
Why what?
Why would I participate?
Well, I'm requesting you to.
Well, simply put, to put his suspicions that you may be operating the vehicle impaired. Now, there could be a medical condition that would cause you to have those symptoms. Some types of diabetics do get symptoms where they do produce what seems to be alcoholic smell coming from their breath and bloodshot and glassy eyes and the appearance of being under the influence. However, the evidence in this case of the tall boy in your vehicle and the fact that you're willing to drop your pants in the middle of the highway does not help your case.
I'm not going to request that, no.
Okay, I don't need you to request it. I'm
Okay,
asking
there
you,
you
would
go.
you be willing to participate
No.
in voluntary field sobriety
No.
exercise to dispel my belief you're operating that motor vehicle
That's
while
right.
you're under the influence?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, I believe you are.
Well, there you go.
So through my training experience
Well, that's your training.
and experience,
Okay.
I've been doing this a long time.
Okay.
So
I've been driving for a long time, 67 years.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead.
Fantastic.
I'm going to ask you again.
Yes, sir.
Would you be willing to
No.
participate in voluntary field sobriety
No.
exercises? Okay, turn around for me.
Yes, sir.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, sir. Am I being placed under arrest?
Yeah. Well, don't step
Am
up
I
on
being
Yes, you're under arrest for DUI. 100%. You are.
No, I am not.
Okay.
I refute this.
You refuse to be arrested?
And they refuse this. I know the commander.
Who's the commander?
The commander. You call him right now and tell him Frost. You tell him you pull Frosty over.
Who is that?
Just call him.
Who do you want me to
Just call him.
Who? Who am I calling?
The commander of Key West.
Commander of Key West?
Yes.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
40 years.
Who is the commander of Key West?
Just call him.
Okay, I don't understand who you're asking me to call.
I'm asking you to call him.
I don't know who that is.
Well, call him anyway.
Call somebody I don't know who it is?
He's your office. He's he is your supervisor.
He's
Call
my,
him
he's
right
my
now.
supervisor?
Yes, call him right
You
now.
know his name?
He will know my name.
Who?
Just call him.
You're not giving me a name to call. Do
He
you
will
know how many people that I work for?
There's only one commander.
There's not even a commander at all. That's not even a
There's
title.
only one, the police chiefs.
A police chief?
Yes.
Do you see who I work for? I don't work for Key West, Bubba.
Okay, Bubba.
I don't work for Key West Police.
Guess what?
What's that?
Call him anyway.
Call the Key West commander?
Yes.
What commander would that be? Because I think you're mistaking somebody who doesn't exist for someone who does exist. I mean, there's no such thing as the Key West commander. Now, we all know the Cobra commander is real, Yo Joe, but listen, all jokes aside, this guy is clearly inebriated. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's making threats towards this law enforcement officer already off the bat. But these threats are only about to get worse.
Let me lock your cuffs so they don't get tighter on you.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Awesome.
The male committed a felony within a minute of being stopped when he exposed his genitals to the officer. He continues to rack up more charges by behaving belligerently and making almost 300 statements threatening to kill or harass the officer's family.
Other than that giant bag of marijuana, is there anything illegal?
There's nothing illegal in that car.
Oh, a giant bag of marijuana is illegal.
There's nothing illegal in that car.
Okay. You have a Florida medical marijuana card?
Yeah.
Did you buy that marijuana at a dispensary?
What marijuana are you talking about?
The marijuana that you open your console and slam it shut because it's sitting right there?
There's no marijuana in my car.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Do you have your medical card with you?
Maybe not.
Okay.
There you go.
Go search it. Okay, which one's looking to?
So you don't have weed in the car?
No. If I had some, I would smoke it.
Oh, what was it then? Like tree trimmings? I didn't see whatever he saw. He said
Tree trimmings?
I don't know. He said he saw what looked like marijuana, so it's not marijuana.
He can see whatever he wants. He's a visionary, I'm sure.
Oh, it is it. Gross.
And I get out. The commander is going to your pension, your woman up, your pants house up, and you up, Rudy.
Okay, do you want to take your phone again?
Rudy, no, put my phone back where it was. Thank you very much.
Okay, you understand that you're going to be in jail?
Put the phone back.
He's trying to help you, Walter.
He's a You're nice. He's a What we got to do now?
What we're going to do now is rethink some of these life decisions you've made in the past few seconds. One, there is no commander that's going to, quote unquote, fuck up his pension, fuck up his wife, fuck up his house. And he's not the one being a dick at this point. You are. You are threatening a law enforcement officer. You're threatening his family. These are felonies in the state of Florida. They can get you upwards to 6 months in county or anywhere up to $8,000 in fines. Now, you can keep trying this and see if it's going to help you get out, but I highly doubt it.
Go to jail?
Okay.
Step back.
Okay.
I'm not ready to go yet.
There you go. I'm ready to go. Because I'm ready to fuck you up. You like my car? Take my keys. Lock it up, please.
It's gonna. We'll have somebody come tow it.
No. You will not tow my vehicle.
No, 100% I'm towing it.
You will not tow my vehicle.
Okay. All right.
Lock it up. Shut the keys off. Take the key.
How about no?
Shut it off. Everything.
Next question. Next
What?
conversation. You have another question?
No, I want you to do that first. And then we.
Well, I'm towing it. So
We're not towing it.
100% it's getting.
We are not towing it.
No, we're not.
We are not.
We're not.
We are not.
I'm towing it.
Well, then you're up.
What? Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take your pension. Yeah. Now you see why I'm taking this pension?
No,
I can't.
it's in our policy that we have to tow
Guess
the
what?
car.
Don't say nothing anymore to me because I'll take yours too. Shut up.
Okay.
You think I'm afraid of you? You're a piece of shit. Well, you're the biggest piece of shit, Rowdy, there is. You're a sucking mother. And I go back there and your dog in the ass right now.
It's a boy.
Well, I in the ass too.
You fucking weirdo.
Because he would love me because I'm a wolf. I'm a wolf.
I do not think he would like that.
He would like it. I don't think he would. I think he would. But I'll the later.
Okay.
And his dog.
Okay.
And his women and his kids, probably. I might even his kids. When it's all done. It's weird, but what the he's weird, so I'm okay. As weird as he is, John, his kids.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
How are you going to do that?
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Hey, you got any females in your family? Does he have females?
I'm not sure.
Well, his kid too.
Okay.
Maybe of course. Or if I don't do it, I'll have somebody else in the ass when he's at high school. Or wherever he's at, college people.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not over, John.
What if it's like an 8-year-old?
Well, I don't care.
Oh, damn.
Well, I didn't get cuffed by an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old can get and Kathy John.
I'm not sure, man.
I think so.
It's kind of a weird thing to think about, though, to be honest.
No, not really.
I'm at a loss for words here because I haven't heard anything this vile and this disgusting since Chili wished bone cancer on children. This guy is talking about wanting to hire somebody to find this man's family and do vile acts upon them. You, sir, don't belong in jail. You don't belong in the bottom of the jail. You belong in the lowest pits of hell, fed through wood chippers on the daily.
Around here it is.
Well, he just me, so I'm gonna his kids. You understand?
I didn't hear you.
I'm gonna kids and your children and your wife and your everything else.
All right, cool. And you just earned a felony. Another one. Good job.
Get it on, baby.
Good job.
Get it on, baby.
Like 10 minutes.
Get it on, baby.
Oh, no. When you talk about
Get it on. Get it on, baby.
I didn't ask you to talk.
The male was speaking too big for his mouth, and as it turned out, the Kia SUV in his possession was reportedly stolen in Washington.
And the plot thickens!
No, I don't.
You will. My kids. You got any kids?
What?
You got any kids?
I don't really think that's your business.
I'm gonna them in the ass. If I don't do it, I'm gonna have somebody else them in the ass. Oh, there you go. I want you on the camera to know this.
You know what?
What I just said.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's all you wanted me to know?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
I say my piece. I'm not.
Shenanigans. Nah. Shenanigans. Nah. And we are calling Major League Shenanigans on that because you are talking about violating children. You're talking about paying somebody to do the job for you if you can't find them or if you can't do it yourself. If that is not the behavior of an asshole, it's definitely up there. Is this the future of Chili DeCastro? Is this what we're going to see him like in the next 10 years?
I believe you, Walter.
Well, I'm a gentleman.
Okay.
I'm going to take his pension. Kids.
Okay.
I'm going to have his kids. And it's high school. I'll find out where his kids go to school, and I'll have them in the ass.
Are you like a crazy person?
It only costs like $1,000. Well, that's my right? You can see what I want. It's a free country, right?
There's some things you can't say.
What?
You can't threaten people.
I didn't threaten anybody.
You kind of have, Walter.
I didn't threaten anybody. Maybe you misinterpreted.
Shenanigans. Nah. Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling even more shenanigans. Because how can we misinterpret your threats? Not only have you threatened to take his pension, but you threatened to have a individual that you used a racial slur to describe do it for you, to violate his children, to find them.
This is so vile, so disgusting, so horrible. But in the meantime, I got a joke from Chef M80. Did you hear about the frauditors who had a colonoscopy? His doctor said, well, he didn't find his head up there. Yes. Good stuff. Thank you. All right. Damn crows. I'm glad they're not armed. It doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. Hold on, let's try this. Huh?
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy. So this scumbag, like, I just keep thinking, like, he's saying all this stuff to the cops, but I would love. Well, no, I would. Well, yeah, maybe I would because of his mouth. He deserves it. To see, like, obviously, they're only going to tell other prisoners when he gets in lockup with, that he's locked up with, what he's in for, not what he said to the cops during the arrest isn't going to necessarily be part of the public record. But I would love to see how the other prisoners would react to being locked up with a guy who was talking about being a pedo and threatening to do that to kids, how the other prisoners would like that if they knew he was saying that crap. Oh boy, what a scumbag. Where is it? Big nabbit. This is computer. I've been watching too much Star Trek. Computer, do what I say. Oh crap, I gotta click things with mouse buttons and type things and call it what to do the old-fashioned way. All right, here we go.
At their school and to force themselves upon them in a non-consensual manner. You, sir, are the biggest piece of crap I have ever seen. You get all the shenanigans I can throw at you, and I hope that you find your way into a wood chipper or a...
I don't think there's any way to misinterpret that you're going to have a black man his kids or that you're going to
probably
kids.
True, but I don't know.
Like, I don't know how other way.
I don't know when will it happen.
You even told me you're going to his kids in the ass. That's a pretty direct statement.
Well,
I don't know.
That's your interpretation.
Yeah, but what other way could you interpret that?
Well, a judge will interpret it differently.
Wrong! Okay. Well, I disagree with you on that, Walter.
Well, you can disagree with me all you want.
Agree to disagree.
You're not a judge.
I know I'm not.
There you go.
I'm not judge, jury, or executioner. I'm just a police officer.
Do your duty, John, and shut up.
Okay. All right, we're going to go back to my car, okay, Walter?
Fantastic.
I have enough search.
Okay.
You want me to do
Yeah. Just walk to the front of my car.
Yes, sir.
Walk up to the front.
Absolutely.
And then just go ahead and widen your stance a little bit. There you go. And just lean like
I
that.
know the drill.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's good. Just wait 1 second. We're just going to put on gloves real quick.
You search whatever you want, dude.
I don't want to get my germs on you, Walter.
I have nothing on there.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the back of my car.
We all good now?
Other side. Yeah, other side. There you go, Walter. Hey, you don't have anything in your hat besides your hair, do you?
Take my hat. Do it. Take it.
You got some long hair, man.
Yeah, it's down to my knees.
All right,
you don't know who you're with.
Okay, well.
You have no idea.
Okay, just take a seat for me.
Of course. I'll be out tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And that guy will be dead in 6 months.
Sounds good, Walter.
There you go.
I'll put your hat right here, okay?
Well, you can put me down that he'll be dead in 6 months.
All right.
I don't give
All right, I'm gonna close.
Go ahead.
Watch your leg, okay?
Yeah.
The male was taken to a jail facility for the preliminary breath test. The stolen Kia was towed, and the officers also found in his possession more than 20 grams of marijuana in edible form.
What's your current address?
It's on my license.
Do you still live in?
It's on my license.
I'm asking, do you still live in?
License.
Okay. So, okay.
It's on my license.
All right. Do you have a current address?
It's on my license.
Like, do you have a current address?
It's on my license.
Okay. Do you live there?
It's on my license.
Sorry, I'm asking a very direct question. Do you
I
live
just
there?
answered you very directly. It's on my license.
That's not my
Are you a idiot?
It's not my question.
My question answer is, are you a idiot?
Do you have an address?
I just answered you 5 times.
Do you live at that address? Is my question.
That's none of your business, is it?
It's 100% my business.
No, it isn't.
Actually, it is their official business because you are being arrested. And if they decide to send your court paperwork to that address and you're not there, then that's a failure to provide you with your documents and you can get a warrant. Not to mention the fact that you are required to provide in the state of Florida, when you are arrested, your true name, your address, and any other identifying information that they may need. Failure to do so could be a misdemeanor charge, a failure to ID in the second degree, but at this point, it would also lengthen your stay in the county jail.
I'm asking for information that I need to complete your citation.
It's none of your business, sir.
I'm asking for information.
It's none of your business, sir.
Okay, sir, I need your address.
It's none of your business, sir.
Well, try to add that one again.
It's on my license, idiot. Well, I just answered you 5 times now, and you're just an idiot. Don't you understand? It's on the license.
All right.
My license will be submitted for a year. He's got 6 months to live. Think about that, John. He'll be dead before my license comes back.
Yeah, keep laughing because what you were charged with was no laughing matter. We're ending the video here. Our friend here was charged with multiple felonies, including harassing a police animal, threatening an LEO, operating a stolen vehicle, driving with open container, DUI, reckless driving, possession of narcotics, and failure to sign a citation. He was given a $72,000 bond, and, well, I doubt he got out. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right.
And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't get this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't keep it going without all.
Round of applause for NCR News Network. Let's go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Welcome to the show, everybody that I didn't say hello to earlier. I see Leland Squirrels is in the house. Chef M80 showed up during the video. It looks like Florida Jim is here. Yeah. We're getting a full house. I love it. You guys are the best fans in the world. Chef M80, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see all these great, wonderful people. Who else did I miss? All right. So far, so good. Let's see. All right. We got Donna Ray. We got Leland Squirrels. We got Chef M80. Anybody else that I missed? I love you guys. If I missed you, I apologize. Anyway, welcome to the show. As usual, great to see you this morning. I had a cup of tea this morning, and it was actually really, I got some really good tea. Cass Graphics is in the house. All right. Yeah, I've been drinking. It was called Celestial tea or something like that. It's really good tea. Like, I'm really starting to. Maybe it's my age. I don't know, but I'm really like the caffeine. Like, I gotta have my caffeine. But Coffee has a lot more caffeine than tea, of course, but I'm really, really starting to appreciate tea because, like, the big difference I noticed is, like, I can drink tea. Like, you give me a tea bag and some hot water, I could drink that. But coffee, I gotta add something. I gotta add cream, or I gotta add sugar, I gotta add milk, or I gotta. But tea, I can just drink it by itself and enjoy it. You know, there's a big difference. Lisa Alcazar's here. What's up? Yes. Celestial Seasons. Yeah, that's the one. Society Red never liked hot tea. Yeah, I definitely like making it into iced tea. I mean, I'll drink it, hot because it's cold out. But yeah, I like iced tea a lot. Uncle Artie, yeah. Of course you like tea, you old geezer. Yes. I just turned 52 yesterday. I'm getting there, man. Anyway, looking back at the videos I got lined up for today. Let's see. There's where is it? Let's see. I wish I could see the defendant in these videos to figure out which, because I found this video that looked interesting. I was thinking of showing it. And I haven't shown a Lone Wolf video in a while. Lone Wolf Usual. If you don't know Lone Wolf Usual, definitely check out the channel. Lone Wolf Usual is great. And I haven't shown one of their videos in a while, but this particular one looked interesting because it's called The Sovsit Who Sued Judge Middleton, but in parentheses, full story. It's a longer video, and I guess it's like everything that happened, like took all the different clips and put them together to tell the whole story. So I was kind of curious to see that because I love Judge Middleton, and supposedly it's the Sovsit who tried to sue Judge Middleton. Full story. So let's check this video out. We haven't watched a video from Lone Wolf Usual in a while, so let me drop a link real quick. But first, let's start the video.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
You're Kirk Edwin Jensen? Yes. You got a ticket for no valid operator's license. No license in possession, and I don't think you can actually be convicted of both of those. It's either or, and no proof of insurance. Mr. Marvin said he spoke with you. You don't wish to enter a plea of guilty, which is your right, but you don't wish me to appoint an attorney. Can we just set this for a bench trial?
Or have it's either that or a jury trial, is that what you're saying?
Yes. You have a right to have well, let me ask you this. You don't want me to appoint an attorney. Do you wish to hire one?
No, I really don't even want to contract with the Crown Corporation here. This has really turned into a religious persecution issue because, and I'm sure you can see, I canceled that driver's license 13 years ago because I didn't want to have that contract any longer. And I wanted to get out of that system and be completely separate. So I went with a different government altogether, with a different issuing authority. And I have documentation in the form of an international driving permit, which Mr. Marvin acknowledged he is aware of because he said he used to have one. So he knows about them, and that's what I had when I presented it to the officer. For whatever reason, the officer thinks it's not valid or that it's fraudulent, and that is his choice to decide that. But the charge of not having any driver's license on me is not true because I did have it on me.
Do you have it with you today?
No, he has it.
Who has it?
The Officer Brooks, who took it from me. I have an international driving permit and a passport that was issued by a different governing authority than the United States. And for whatever reason, they're choosing not to acknowledge it. But it already has been.
Well, that's an interesting defense. And now we've been struggling with international driver's licenses. And for one issue, you have to be in the country legally. So we've got a number of Mexican people that have Mexican driver's license from Michoacan or Jalisco or one of the Mexican states. But if they're not here legally, it doesn't matter. You're obviously here legally. You were born a citizen. You may have.
I have changed my nationality is what I've done.
Where's your passport from?
It's issued by the government of the United States of America. It's not a blue passport. It's a different colored passport than that. Mr. Marvin says that there's no such thing as that, and that's fine if he wants to choose to do that. But I have had no issue. I have had no issue from anyone or anything using that. Granted, I have not gone out of the country with that yet. I have not had the means to do so.
Good luck.
But
you go out, good luck trying to get back in. My advice is don't do that. You'll be a man with no country. So don't leave the country, but you're here.
Yeah, like I said, according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, I have a right to change my nationality. And the Crown Corporation here is trying to deny me that nationality, which really falls under a religious persecution issue here, because I don't want to have any more dealings with the Crown Corporation. And so
I don't know what universe you're from, but there is no Crown Corporation. This is the state of Michigan. And in the state of Michigan, you have to have a driver's license. You may have one. Your operator's license, you're right, is canceled. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I cut it up and I sent it back to the Secretary of State 13 years ago. I did not want to have that contract any longer.
But you got convicted in Niles in 2019 of no ops. You failed to appear. They defaulted you, I guess. But yeah, they've got your old driver's license picture in here. But yeah, you don't have a bad driving record. There's no speeding, seatbelt.
I'm not a bad guy. I just want to get around
here
differently.
You were here on May 11th.
Correct.
And you wanted the complaint dismissed. You told me that you had an in license canceled and lien. So I set up for the pretrial, which is what we just did. All right. Now I got a concern that the officer has your license.
Yeah, he still has it. He doesn't, I don't know why he hasn't given it back to me yet.
Well, I want to see it. All right. So Mr. Marvin says we haven't reached a settlement. You believe you have a defense. You don't want to have an attorney. So the question becomes, we set it for a trial. And do we set it for a trial in front of the judge, or do you wish to have a jury come in and hear this?
I want to just plain have it settled, and whether it's with him and you.
Well, I don't have the authority to settle it. He does. I can set it for what's called a last pretrial before a jury trial. And I will get your international, this may be more of a legal issue than a factual issue. You were driving in the state of Michigan and you don't have a Michigan driver's license. But you may have a valid international license. I don't know. There's no, now the prosecutor has the police report. I don't.
The other thing that I failed to mention was that I was also under contract while I was driving that. I was under a legal contract. And obviously that contract was impaired while I was trying to fulfill the obligations of that contract.
That's alternate universe stuff. There's no contract. The issue is,
I mean, the owner of the vehicle, I had a contract with the owner of the vehicle. I was under contract to perform some services for the owner of the vehicle.
Oh, okay, so, all right. That may be so,
Right.
but then you may need a CDL to do that.
Your Honor?
Yes?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at that statute in like years, but doesn't an international license have to have a prerequisite of a valid license from some place before you can apply for that international
Well,
license?
And I had a national one too as well.
so I don't know.
I believe that's
we've
the
been-
prerequisite, but I
All
don't
right,
know.
well,
I
it
could
may be,
wrong.
but we've got a legal issue and I don't even. He's got
I
a theory
understand.
that may have no basis or may have some basis.
It's
We have
interesting.
recently had a man from India
Mhm.
who tried to do everything right.
Right, I remember him.
And it's so cumbersome and difficult. And he really he was living here. He had a driver's license from India. He got an international driver's license. Or he had a New York license and somewhere he forgot to dot an I or cross a T. All right, I'm gonna set this for a last pretrial, but I need,
And what does that mean?
means we're gonna take one more effort at resolving this thing, but I
Okay.
need to see your evidence.
Okay. Well, I can tell you the Officer Brooks, he's the one that has it.
All right. An attorney could help you with the legal issues on this. You don't wish to have?
No,
one?
I have other representation.
All right, let's assume for the minute that your argument has got some merit. That you've got some passport and an international driver's license. That, maybe that's enough. But it usually presumes that you have a valid license somewhere else.
Mhm.
So they didn't take your passport too, did they? Took your passport and. All right, I'm gonna set this for last pretrial 2 weeks from now. For June 29th. At 3:00. Does that interfere with your work schedule?
No, I'm self-employed.
Okay. They charge this on the ticket. You're also alleged to have no proof of insurance, which is a civil infraction.
The insurance was there, it was not on the car, in the car at the time.
All right.
A simple phone call to the insurance agency will prove that it was
All right.
in existence.
Well, there's two different kinds of offenses. One is not having insurance. That's a 1-year misdemeanor, carries a minimum $200 fine. The other one is not having the slip in the car.
Right.
So if you can prove that so that's what the charge is. It isn't that you didn't have an insurance, you
Yeah.
didn't have it in the car.
Yeah.
So if you got it, bring with you your proof of insurance
Right.
for that date.
Right.
All right, we'll try another shot at this. When you were here at your arraignment in May, you were very polite and respectful, and we don't agree on things, but let's take a closer look before I jump to any conclusions.
And I'll have a lot more evidence at that time, yeah.
And if it can be resolved, great. If it can't be, the question at that point will be, do we have a jury trial or do we have a bench trial? And one of the things about people like you that want to check out of our government and our system, they don't mind bringing in 30 of their fellow citizens to come in and hear their thing. The irony is, if I sent you a jury notice, you wouldn't show up. You would say, I don't contract with you and I won't participate in your system. But you don't have any compunction about dragging 30 other people in here to hear your case. So at this point, we haven't gotten that far.
Can we just decide that in 2 weeks?
Yes,
Okay.
certainly. So let's see, I want to get those documents from the sheriff's department, take a look at them.
Okay.
There may need to be some legal research done as well.
Mhm.
But you're putting the burden on them, which is how it sort of works.
Yeah.
They have the burden of proving it beyond a reasonable doubt. So you raise this defense and say, prove it's not right. Well, that isn't exactly how it works. you've got to show there's some merit to the defense. Key West used to offer passports to the Conch Republic. There was a little place there, and you could get a Conch Republic passport, and it looked like a real passport. And they shut them down. People were using them in other countries to show they had a Conch Republic quasi-American passport. So there's all kinds of screwy passports out there.
And I understand that there's nefarious people who want to do things for nefarious purposes, and that's not me. I don't want to do anything for nefarious or evil purposes. I'm trying to be upright and righteous here in what I'm doing. And I'm just simply wanting to be separate according to my religious beliefs. And that's all this really boils down to.
All right. Well, one option is don't drive a car. If you don't want to participate in it and you want to opt out of our system, don't drive. Have somebody else drive you or stay in one place. But if you want to use our public roadways and share the road with other people that are licensed, you can't just decide I live in an alternate universe and I don't have to obey the same rules that everybody else does. So one option is don't drive. And then you won't have to worry about it, but we'll see what we can figure out. We'll take another crack at this June 29th at 3 p.m. here, and I'll get those documents. If you have proof of insurance, bring it with you.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you then.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's see what we do.
And a side note, what happened with the sovereign?
He claims that he has an international driver's license and a passport, and that Deputy Brooks seized them.
Yeah, he did, because.
Well, I said, I'd like to see them. And so I set him for a final pretrial on June 29th.
I was told, I haven't seen them. They're available to me, and this week, tomorrow, I'm going to go look at them. I was told they're counterfeit.
Well, that may be so. I'd like to see them. He claims that he has an international driver's license and a passport. And we discussed whether he wanted a bench trial or a jury trial. He was leaning toward jury.
Yes.
And then I said, that's ironic that if you got a jury summons, you wouldn't show up, but you don't have any compunction about bringing all these people in here. And he said, well, can we discuss that at the last pretrial? The no proof of insurance. He said, yeah, I didn't have it in the car. I said, well, that's what the charge is. It's not that you didn't have it in the car. So that case is a civil infraction. He's not entitled to counsel or jury. But yeah, I'd like to see those documents and have you, if you believe they're counterfeit, we can discuss
I do,
that.
but I haven't seen them with my own eyes, and I'd like to run them past somebody. And I did say that if I find out they are counterfeit, this is not going to be in this court. He's going to have a big problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you Kirk Edwin Jensen?
Yes, I have documents in here that I just filed with the clerk, and I need to submit them here.
Is that this thing called non-statutory abatement?
That's it.
All right, I got it. I provided a copy to Miss Davis. It's entitled Kirk Edwin Jensen, Reign Citizen, Reign of Heavens, a set apart place with an address. Non-statutory abatement. File number 23660ST, charges operating with no license. Charge 23661, charge with operating with no license in your possession. I don't think you can be convicted of both of those, as I said at our arraignment. And then the third count is a civil infraction, no proof of insurance. Could probably be charged as no insurance, but it was charged as a civil infraction.
I have the proof of that here.
May I see it? All right, that's the person that owned the car.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Let Debbie see that. All right, we had kind of a chase our tails around at the time of the arraignment. You are, what do you wish to be, a RAIN citizen?
That I have a social compact and a body politic, which gives the authority for the credentials that I had when I had given them to Mr. Brooks at the time. And
the officer that wrote the ticket.
Right. You had said that you were going to try to get those from him and see them for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know whether Ms. Davis got that or not.
We did get additional information from the agency in Detroit regarding passports, and they confirmed they are fraudulent. So if this doesn't get resolved today with the plea as charged to these misdemeanors, then we will be amending to have felony charges.
All right, fair enough. People call themselves different things. The common vernacular term had become sovereign citizen.
And I do not claim that in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
I rebut that. I completely rebut that statement.
All right. Well, I tried to think of a term for it.
Well,
just a minute.
Okay.
Let me get my thoughts together here. We had a guy, Mr. Aiken, a couple of weeks ago, and we went round and round with him, and he wanted a jury trial, and he didn't show up, and then he was found in contempt, and he went to jail. And I said, well, how about willfully misinformed defendant? That's too cumbersome, or willfully ignorant defendant. And then I was laying in bed between then and now, and I thought, follow me here, mimsy were the borough groves. It's like, what the heck does that mean? It's from the poem Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. It was written in the 1800s. It's a nonsense poem that doesn't mean anything. And more importantly, there was a science fiction story written maybe during the war called Mimsy Were the Borough Groves. It's a very interesting story about some toys that were sent from the future back to here. It's pretty relevant right now with cell phones. And the third line is Mimsy were the borough groves. And what is a borough grove? It doesn't make any sense. So my term for these people that come in with this kind of nonsensical jabberwocky is going to be borough groves. So this is borough grove. It doesn't mean anything, and neither do your pleadings. This non-statutory abatement and all this stuff about self-claimed contracts and Exhibit B and C has no lawful effect. So the question I have here is, do you wish to have a trial on these matters, or do you wish to enter a plea to this?
So does the body politic and social compact, is that being disregarded?
Correct.
Okay, then I'll go with the trial.
All right, then I will. Do you want to have an attorney to assist you?
No.
All right, you sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The prosecutor is going to charge you with some sort of felony charge. What charge did you have in mind, Ms. Davis?
I believe that Prosecutor Marvin looked it up, and it was fraudulent documentation, basically manufacturing fraudulent passport and a fraudulent license.
We talked about Conch Republic passports. Whatever you had, and this false passport and some claim that somehow you had an international driver's license. You have to have a driver's license from somewhere to have an international driver's license. And this isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I had that too. I have that too, yes.
All right, well.
One last question. The documents that were taken by Mr. Brooks, I want to make sure that those are entered in as evidence when the time comes.
Do you have those, Deborah?
I do not have physical possession of them. As all evidence, it's held by the sheriff's department in the evidence lockers. So certainly we would introduce those as exhibits.
All right. Well, you're always polite enough, but you're.
I stand
This,
firm.
well, this,
I
it's,
stand
the
firm
problem
on
with
what I
this
have.
this is insidiously dangerous. People decide on their own that the rules don't apply to them. And even though they're polite and respectful, you're yanking my chain, and this is a waste of our court's time and Miss Davis's time.
I intend to prove that
All
these
right.
things are correct.
All right, maybe you do, but they aren't. This stuff is meaningless. And if everybody decided like you that they don't need a driver's license, they don't participate in our social contract, and they wish to use our public roadways and our streetlights and our court system, but hey, it doesn't apply to me, things would break down. The rule of law would cease to exist. So it's polite, but it's insidious and it's dangerous. What's next? I don't have the social contact, so I can punch somebody in the nose. I can kill somebody. I can sell drugs. The rules don't apply to me because I'm a RAIN citizen. Well, it don't work that way, at least not here in Michigan or in St. Joe County. Same rules apply to you that apply to everybody else. And you're going to get charged with a felony document fraud case. So I'm gonna set this for, do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Jury.
Yeah, the same thing. It's hypocritical. The rules don't apply to you, but you don't mind bringing in 30 of your citizens to come in and
It's
hear
going to be
this
just
stuff.
me. It's just going to be just me.
I'm gonna set for a jury trial.
Your Honor, if we amend it, obviously.
I
the
understand.
valid will-
I just want a target date.
Sure.
For August 16. If prosecutor amends to felony, we'll schedule a pre-exam. Mimsy, where the Boro grows. That's what this amounts to. 'Twas brilling on their slithy ties. It's a bunch of nonsense. And so, Mr. Borogrove, I will see you on August 16th at 8:30. They choose to call themselves by different titles. Henceforth, I'm going to refer to this type of defendant as a Borogrove. Makes me happy. All right, we have Mr. Kirk Jensen here, who's unrepresented. Mr. Jensen, would you come up and have a seat? Josh, you kind of inherited this. Mr. Jensen was originally charged with traffic violations. The matter was set for a jury trial for August 16th, I believe it was. We had summoned jurors and we were ready to proceed. Earlier that week, I believe August 14th, Mr. Marvin filed a felony complaint based on the same set of facts. So the matter was set for a pre-exam conference. Mr. Jensen has made every court hearing. But he did express that he wants to represent himself. I offered to appoint counsel at each stage of the misdemeanor proceedings, and again in this case, but he declined. So, Mr. Jensen, you still wish to represent yourself in this matter?
I wish to have this case completely dismissed.
Well, everybody feels that way. Everybody else who wants their case dismissed, raise your right hand. Yeah, that was unanimous. So that's not up to me. But the question is, I'm willing to appoint counsel for you, but you've represented to me at each stage you wish to represent yourself.
I do not wish to have any counsel.
All right, well then let's talk about where we are. Where's the complaint? The complaint alleges that on or about April 6th in Lockport Township, that you did obstruct justice by preferring a counterfeit US passport and counterfeit international driver's license at the time of a lawful traffic stop, an attempt to avoid criminal liability for driving without a license. The way that is charged, it is a felony punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $10,000. The second count is possession of a reproduced, altered, counterfeit, or forged chauffeur's license. Operator's or chauffeur's license. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. Count 3 alleges that you had no valid operator's license, plain old no ops. They're also charged with a civil infraction of no proof of insurance.
And I object to those. I object to that being labeled as counterfeit on all of those documents.
All right. Mr. O'Bear, do you have any instructions here or a plea offer? Or?
So the offer would be if the defendant wanted to plead to count 3, operating with no license, it's the 90-day misdemeanor. We would recommend fines and costs.
I object to that, and I will not consent to that either.
All right, let me unpack that a little bit. All right, you're charged with a felony, and you're charged with possession of a false or forged counterfeit license. You're also charged with no proof of insurance. Prosecutor would dismiss all of those charges if you plead to no valid operator's license with a fine and cost. You may be the first person in my 21-year career that objects to having all the felony charges dismissed for a plea to a $200 fine. Nonetheless, you object.
I object to the fact that it's been labeled as counterfeit.
All right, well, they're just willing to dismiss that charge. The allegation in count 3 is that you were operating a vehicle on a public roadway without having a valid license, sometimes called no ops or no valid operator's license. It's under 257301 of the Michigan Traffic Code. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. It carries 2 points and it goes on your driving record. If you plead guilty to that charge, I'm going to fine you $225. I'm going to give you time to pay it, and the matter will be done. If you don't wish to plead to that, we're going to have a preliminary examination next Wednesday, where the prosecutor will attempt to bind you over to circuit court on felony charges and continue the matter for a felony conviction with a potential prison sentence. So his offer is to just be done with all of it for a plea to no valid operators. That's, frankly, was kind of surprised by the generous offer, but that's what it is. So our options are to plead to having no valid operator's license. You could even plead no contest. You can plead no contest. You don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened. You would allow or accept that a conviction will enter. You and I have a fundamental disagreement about what it means to operate a vehicle or what it means to travel. But if you want this matter to be over with, you can enter a no contest plea to no valid operator's license. If you want to reap the whirlwind, we can have a preliminary examination next Tuesday afternoon regarding the matter. What would you like to do, Mr. Jensen?
I don't accept any of that.
All right, the matter will be set for prelim.
And just to make it clear, this would be the 3rd time that a charge of no operator's license has been levied against me, and I'm standing against it because those documents are valid, and I object to them being labeled as counterfeit.
Find out next week. So that will be Tuesday, September 5th at 1 p.m. prelim. All right, your bond is continued. You're free to go.
And just a reminder of the civil case that is ongoing and those who are named in that, yourself and Mr. Marvin as well. Just to make sure that
Which civil case is that?
civil case, the notices, and all the recusals and everything that's been filed into this case that I've been filing in. Just to make note of that it is, on the record.
Well, let's take a look. Oh, you filed a August 28th, which is yesterday. I got this. I didn't see it. Objection to the report and recommendation in the matter of civil case. You filed this in federal court?
This was done in a federal court, has a federal case number on it, and all the defendants are listed.
Oh, it's great pleadings. It cites Abraham and the Book of Nations and a bunch of other jabberwocky. But it has been filed in federal court. All right, that's all a matter of record. It's in the file. And you even got Hebrew letters in here. I'll make further record. At this point, I'm declining to recuse myself.
So here I put in TSA agent and a drug enforcement agent and state police, and they get the notice, they send it out, they say, yeah, this is absolutely fake. This guy's committing a federal offense. So now I've got a simple driving with no license. So that's all I've got. And I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do is spend tax dollars to have a jury trial to say, yep, this guy is driving on a suspended license, Your Honor. Give him a slap on the wrist and send him home.
But see, there it is. First of all, round of applause for Lone Wolf Usual for putting it all together. Because I've seen a bunch of those clips before, but I didn't realize they were all the same case. Just this guy kept going and going. But see, this is the kind of thing that these idiots are going to point to and say, see, it works. They dismissed the whole case because they said it was too much trouble to keep going a jury trial and doing all this stuff over a stupid traffic ticket. And that's the problem. That's what these sovereign citizens are hoping for. So why do I sit here and complain about it? Like I always say, that mentality, and even the judge says it, that mentality could eventually down the road lead to, and does, we've seen it lead to violence. People saying and getting like serious hardcore crime, hurting people. It's that mentality that the whole system is just fake and it's all a corporation and that there's no jurisdiction means you can literally do anything. You could run over people with your car. They can't prosecute you for it. There's no jurisdiction for that. There's no jurisdiction for anything. I can do whatever I want. That's part of, 2 minutes to the cupcake dance. Oh boy, oh boy. So Minnie has just told me that he didn't do his homework and that he wants me to help him finish it so that he doesn't show up at school with his homework not done. So it's sitting here in front of me. And we got to do questions about Alaska and questions about George Washington Carver. Let's see. All right, are you paying attention, Minnie Has? On January 5th, 1945, the United States Congress voted to make January 4th George Washington Carver Day. George Washington Carver became known for helping farmers. George was born to slave parents on a farm in Missouri and belonged to a family whose name was Carver. When George was a baby and his mother were stolen from the Carver's farm, Mr. Carver sent a man after George and his mother. The man found the kidnappers and traded a racehorse for George. His mother was never returned. Since George showed a great interest in learning, the Carvers took him to a town where he could go to school. George Washington Carver worked his way through many different schools. he finally got his college degree. Carver began teaching at the Tuskegee Institute in 1896, and it was at Tuskegee that Carver became famous as the head of the Department of Agriculture. Tuskegee is in Alabama. It is a school for black students. Tuskegee was headed by another black American named Booker T. Washington. Carver became famous by showing the Southern farmers how to grow other crops besides cotton. Carver made more than 300 items from peanuts. Instead, instant coffee, soap, and ink are just a few products. Flour, shoe dye, and candy are some of the products that were made from sweet potatoes. The Southern farmers learned a great deal from George Washington Carver. Carver died on January 5th, 1943. Oh, and it's a crossword. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. So you got down, down, down. Oh, you only did 2 down and 1 across. Okay. Wait, the one that you did across. Tuskegee is a school in, what was it, Alabama? Yeah, Alabama. You have to put the word Alabama down, and that would be 10 across, because, see, 10 across, you have it checked off, but there's nothing there. It's Alabama. Alabama. Time for the cupcake dance. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. All right, thank you so much for joining me. We got to hurry up and get that done. Mr. Thomas, great to see you. Good morning, Hez. Happy 55th birthday. Questions? How did the Avon lady walk funny? Because her lipstick. All right, I got to go. I got to hurry up and leave because we got to finish his homework before I take him to school. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. You're the best fans in the world. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a great time. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Don't you know? Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm all set up.